Question 1. A network engineer is designing a new IDF within an existing building. After evaluation, the engineer determines that the equipment will fit well in a 2-post rack and that the power supply is sufficient for this equipment. Given this scenario, what is the primary issue that needs to be addressed? A. Airflow and cooling. B. Circuit labeling. C. Power redundancy. D. UPS capability. Correct answer: A. Airflow and cooling. Increasing the number of hubs in a network can lead to greater congestion, as hubs broadcast data to all connected devices. This results in more collisions and elevated traffic, which can degrade overall network performance. Question 2. A technician is configuring a network switch for use in a public access area. What configuration steps should the technician take to prevent any unauthorized connections? A. DHCP snooping. B. Geofencing. C. Port security. D. Secure SNMP. Correct answer: C. Port security. Port security should be set up to control access to the switch by limiting how many devices can connect to each port. This helps block unauthorized devices and enhances protection against security threats, especially in public or shared environments. Question 3. After a recent power outage, the network technician noticed that the site-to-site VPN and Internet connection at a branch office have not been restored. To check the status of the branch office's router, which method should be used that is beyond the technician's direct control? A. Hire a contractor to go on-site. B. Travel to the branch office. Use a modem to console into the router. D. Walk a user through troubleshooting the connection. Correct answer: C. Use a modem to console into the router. Accessing a router's command line interface via a modem allows a technician to remotely diagnose and troubleshoot problems without having to be on-site. Question 4. A technician needs to decrease the amount of broadcast traffic on a network while enabling communication between different segments. Which of the following options would meet these requirements? A. Add a router and enable OSPF. B. Add a Layer 3 switch and create a VLAN. C. Add a bridge between two switches. D. Add a firewall and implement appropriate ACLs. Correct answer: B. Add a Layer 3 switch and create a VLAN. A Layer 3 switch using VLANs minimizes broadcast traffic by dividing the network into smaller broadcast domains. It also enables inter-VLAN communication by routing data at the network layer. Question 5. Which of the following devices is responsible for transmitting data using the MAC address? A. Hub. B. MSAU. C. Router. D. Switch. Correct answer: D. Switch. A switch uses MAC addresses to forward data by recognizing the destination device within the network. It relies on a MAC address table to direct data to the appropriate port, enhancing network efficiency and minimizing excess traffic. Question 6. Which of the following cable tools would you need the most to successfully complete the installation of an IDF or MDF? A. Crimper. B. Stripper. C. Punchdown. D. Cable tester. Correct answer: C. Punchdown. A punchdown tool is essential when setting up an IDF or MDF, as it helps attach network cables to keystone jacks and patch panels. It secures the wires into terminal blocks, ensuring a stable and dependable connection. Question 7. Which routing protocol prevents routing loops by limiting one of its metrics to the destination with a maximum hop count of 15? A. BGP, B. EIGRP, C. IP, D. OSPF. Correct answer, C. RIP. RIP, Routing Information Protocol, prevents routing loops by limiting the hop count to a maximum of 15. Routes that require more than 15 hops are treated as unreachable, which helps ensure network stability and avoids endless looping. Question 8. Which type of fiber is most commonly used indoors? A. Plenum, B. Modal conditioning, C. Multimode, D. Single mode. Correct answer, C. Multimode. Multimode fiber is commonly used for indoor applications due to its suitability for shorter transmission distances and its cost efficiency when connecting devices within a building. It transmits multiple light signals at the same time through its core. Question 9. Which of the following best describes the process of creating a dedicated circuit between two communication endpoints and directing traffic between them? A. Addressing, B. Circuit switching, C. Directional addressing, D. Multiplexing. Correct answer, B. Circuit switching. Circuit switching establishes a dedicated communication route between two endpoints that remains active for the whole session. This approach provides stable and uninterrupted data transmission and is often used in conventional telephone systems. Question 10. In a typical IPv4 network, which address class is most commonly used for small office or home networks and provides the fewest addresses per network? A. Class A, B. Class B, C. Class C, D. Class D. Correct answer, C. Class C. Class C addresses are frequently used in home or small office networks, as they provide up to 254 usable IP addresses per network, ideal for settings with a relatively small number of devices. Question 11. What distinguishes a crossover cable from a straight-through twisted pair patch cable? A. It is wired for 568B on both ends. B. It has an RJ45 connector on one end and an RJ11 connector on the other. C. It is wired for 568A on one end and 568B on the other. D. It has an RJ45 connector on both ends. Correct answer, D. It has an RJ45 connector on both ends. A crossover cable uses the T568A wiring standard on one end and T568B on the other, enabling direct communication between similar devices, like two computers or two switches, without requiring a hub or switch in between. Question 12. A small office faces an average of 2 internet disconnections per week, and it often takes until the next day for the service provider to fix the issue. To reduce the downtime, what action should the office take? A. EULA, B. MOU, C. SLA, D. CEW. Correct answer, C. SLA. An SLA, Service Level Agreement, is the right option because it defines clear expectations between the office and the service provider concerning service reliability, response times, and problem resolution. By setting an SLA that includes guaranteed uptime and quicker responses to outages, the office can reduce downtime and maintain more dependable internet connectivity. Question 13. Which diagnostic tool is used to measure signal intensity in fiber optic cabling? A. Light meter. B. Tone generator. C. Multimeter. D. Loopback adapter. Correct answer. A. Light meter. A light meter is used to measure the intensity of light signals in fiber optic cables, allowing technicians to assess signal strength, identify any loss, and verify that the cable's performance aligns with network requirements. Question 14. Which of the following is a link state routing protocol? A. BGP. B. EIGRP. C. IP. D. OSPF. Correct answer. D. OSPF. OSPF is a link state routing protocol that automatically determines the most efficient path to network destinations by evaluating link status and cost. It relies on the Dijkstra algorithm to create a detailed map of the network topology, enabling more accurate and dependable route selection than distance vector protocols. Question 15. Which setting is modified when jumbo frames are activated on a network device? A. Duplex. B. MTU. C. Speed. D. TTL. Correct answer. B. MTU. MTU, Maximum Transmission Unit, specifies the maximum packet size that a network interface can transmit. When jumbo frames are enabled, the MTU is increased beyond the standard 1500 bytes, usually up to 9,000 bytes, enhancing efficiency for transferring large amounts of data. Question 16. Which device does a network engineer use to segment a network into multiple broadcast domains? A. Bridge. B. Layer 2 switch. C. Layer 3 switch. D. Load balancer. Correct answer. C. Layer 3 switch. A Layer 3 switch integrates both switching and routing functions, allowing it to route traffic between different VLANs or broadcast domains. This enhances network performance by efficiently segmenting traffic while still providing fast switching speeds. Question 17. Which connector type is used with fiber optic cables? A. RJ11. B. BNC. C. ST. D. RG6. Correct answer. C. ST. ST straight-tip connectors are widely used with fiber optic cables and utilize a bayonet-style twist lock design to ensure a stable connection. They are commonly seen in network setups that demand high-speed data transmission through optical fiber. Question 18. Michael, a network administrator, observes that the port status LED on a network switch is blinking between green and amber. What might this suggest? A. There is a problem with the switch. B. The port is in STP blocking mode. C. The switch is operating normally. D. The port has been disabled. Correct answer A. There is a problem with the switch. A blinking green and amber LED usually indicates a problem with the switch, such as network errors, excessive collisions, or issues with a connected device. This signal often calls for additional troubleshooting to identify and fix the root cause. Question 19. Which cable type supports the greatest transmission distance for a gigabit Ethernet connection? A. Multimode fiber. B. TIA-T6A. C. Single-mode fiber. D. Coaxial. Correct answer. C. Single-mode fiber. Single-mode fiber provides the greatest distance for gigabit Ethernet, supporting data transmission over more than 10 kilometers. It's specifically designed for long-distance communication and high-speed networking across wide areas. Question 20. A switch that includes routing capabilities is generally known as a Layer 3 switch. A. True. B. False. Correct answer. A. True. A Layer 3 switch merges the capabilities of a switch and a router, allowing it to handle packet switching at the hardware level while also routing traffic using IP address information.